What's up, everybody? Welcome on in, YouTube family. It's Bob Matthews. We are getting ready for the Washington Capitals and the Buffalo Sabres, a game that I don't think, and a team in Buffalo that I don't think anybody wants to play, especially the Caps. I mean, when you look at it, obviously, statistics wise and standing wise, shouldn't be a problem. The Capitals are well in front of them, but this Buffalo team has really gotten hot. The Sabres have won 7 out of their last 10 and are really starting to come into their own now. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, and I can tell you that when it comes to the Caps, they have got some injuries to deal with. Hang on one second. Obviously, you can see I want to get the starting soon out of there. So here is the starting lineup for tonight, and let's go with the Caps first. Marcus Johansson, newly acquired, once in current Cap again, on the first line, along with Yevgeny Kuznetsov and Alexander Ovechkin. Now, this is where the Caps start to do some shuffling because TJ Oshie is not in the lineup, and neither is Nick Dowd. Now, Dowd was at the morning skate today, was looking good for a while, but he's just not ready to play. Could be that Peter Laviolette is giving both of them an extra day off because they've got a back-to-back going to New Jersey tomorrow. John Carlson and Martin Ferravari are your first pair of defensemen. Connor Sheary, Nicholas Backstrom, and Anthony Mantha on the second line with Dmitry Orlov and Nick Jensen. Now it starts to get a little fluid here. I think it appears the third line, at least at first, is going to be Tom Wilson, Lars Eller, and Connor McMichael, with Justin Schultz and Michael Kentney as the third pairing. But the Capitals are going with 11 forwards tonight because Nick Dowd can't play. So you've got Johansson, Fiabi, and Garnet Hathaway as the other two forwards there. And Matt Irwin is going to be the extra defenseman that they've got tonight with Ilya Samsonov in goal. For the Sabres, it's Jeff Skinner, Tace Thompson, and Alex Tuck on line number one with Dahlin and Joka Harju, their first defensive pair. Rasmus Abslund, Casey Middlestat, and Victor Olofsson on the second line with Miller and Pysyk backing them up. Peyton Krebs, Dylan Cozens, and Vinny Hinostroza there on the third line with Samuelson and Bryson. And then it's Gergensons, Eakin, and Akopso, along with Matthias Samuelson and Jacob Bryson, your third defensive pair. Dustin Tokarski is in the pipes for Buffalo tonight. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm gonna bring up the line. Now I'm gonna bring up the standings here for you in just a second as well, so we can take a look at what's going on in the standings if I can. Well, if I can't, then let me just tell you that there's been a little bit of there's been a little bit of a change in the playoff standings, and that is that in the Atlantic Division, the Bruins are red hot. They have won 3 in a row. They've won 8 out of their last 10, gotten points in 9 out of their last 10, and they have supplanted the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning in third place in the Atlantic. So right now, Boston's got the automatic spot. Obviously, Tampa's going to the playoffs with 84 points there in that first wild card spot. The Caps have 80 points. They're in the second wild card spot. Tampa has lost 3 straight. They've got 2 games in hand on Washington, but both of them obviously comfortably ahead of Columbus. And, the playoff spots are almost set, I would say. It's right now Florida, Toronto, and Boston in the top 3 spots in the Atlantic, and then Carolina, Pittsburgh, and the Rangers in the first 3 spots there in the Metropolitan Division. The Capitals are now 11 points behind the Hurricanes for first place in the Metro. Pittsburgh's in second with 88 points. The Rangers in third with 85 points. But the good news is that the Caps are 13 points ahead of Columbus for the last wild card spot. Obviously, nothing is happening there. So that's where we are at, and it is hopefully going to be a good one tonight with the Capitals coming out on top. As always, your comments are welcome, and we, and our hopefully you're going to get them in. And as soon as you do, we'll put them up there. City is ready to go. City says that the Caps better win. On City, I'm right there with you. Thomas thinks otherwise. Thomas responds to City by saying, and the Sabres are going to win. BC Hockey with us as well. BC, glad you're with us, as is Isha. And our folks over on the Basketball Network is here. Hey, Basketball Network, you guys got a busy night tonight, don't you? Everybody is there. I appreciate it, Isha. Thank you very much. I hope we do have a good show tonight. And yes, Beer Sports Whatever podcast, I highly agree. Here is cheers to Friday. Elijah is with us. Yes, Elijah, there are quite a few former Penguins from the 2016 team that is here tonight. Daniel, I appreciate the comment, and thank you very much. We will try to do our best here. City is giving us a prediction of 4-2 Capitals. Anybody else up there that's got them a prediction on the score? Feel free to share it with us. Just go to the comments section and write it in. I'm going to get the scoreboard set for us, so we will have our running stats when the match starts here. Again, there are your injury. There's your injury report for both teams. For the Caps, it's Carl Hagelin, who of course is still on long-term injured reserve, along with the rest of the lineup there. And here we go. We are ready to start. Opening face-off coming up. Elijah has plenty of confidence tonight, saying 5-1 Capitals in a rollover here. All right. Opening face-off. We are ready to go. Sabres win it. They push it into the Caps' end. And the Caps are starting with the Connor Sheary line. So they've got the second line, or the third line out there now, it looks like, with Eller, and let's see if it's Eller and McMichael that's with them. I see Eller, and so it's Eller and Hathaway and Sheary. So they've kind of dropped the kids down to the fourth line, as you might expect. Not completely unexpected there. I'm also glad to see that Joe Bettinati and Craig Laughlin got to make this trip here tonight. They are. It really does them a disservice to have to call games from the studio. I'm glad we're getting back to normal with that one. Caps dump it in. Looks like they make a line change here. Tom Wilson has dropped to the third line, not because of his play or anything. I think just trying to get a little more consistency offensively through the lineup. I take it back. He's on the second line. So again, these things, it's a fluid situation here, and with one, with an extra defenseman, Peter Laviolette's going to be mixing and matching a lot of lines here tonight. All right, into the corner. Sammy gets it over to Wilson. Backstrom trying to hit Mantha. Pass is intercepted. That's one thing that the Capitals have been doing well the last month or so, is, their offense is predicated on those long outlet passes. They've been a lot better and a lot cleaner in that department in the last, I'd say, 4 weeks or so. Well, that ain't good. Takeaway there by the Sabres. Nice hit by Irwin there, getting it. All right, down to the Sabres end of the ice. All right, middle stat hazard for Buffalo. Out to center ice. That's where it's taken away by Marcus Johansson. Over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, his pass gets away from Ovechkin. Back behind the Buffalo goal. Cross rink. Vinestroza. And the Caps clear it. Dahlin brings it on in past the blue line. back behind the Caps goal here. McMichael gets it. Outlet pass. Caps start the break. Johansson Fiabi getting behind the defense. Shot goes wide. And no problem. McMichael. Down low to Faravari. Faravari behind the goal. And the Sabres get it back and dump it out. Sabres making a line change. Pass too strong for McMichael. Back down to the Sabres end, and they retain possession, does Buffalo. Gergensen gets tied up with Johansson, and the Caps get it back. Oops. Ovechkin across the blue line, centering pass, picked off by Akopso. Sabres are controlling this here in the first 4 minutes of the game, first early 4 minutes here. Spending a lot of time on the Capitals' end of the ice. Capitals passing, not crisp here to start the game. All right, here comes Akopso. And we get an offside call. I think that was Jeff Skinner that was offsides. JT says the Leafs, he has a hot take and a bold prediction, will be the 2022 champs. Outlet pass here to Lars Eller. He takes it down the side. Eller still with it, back behind the goal. Hathaway winds it along the boards. Out to Irwin. Schultz tries to break it up. Middlestat gets it back for Buffalo. And Eller gets it back from him. Schultz, shot, blocked. Here's Irwin. Irwin to Sherry. Sherry, nice little give and go to Schultz. Shot, and it is stopped by Tokarski. Nice little sequence there by the Caps. Face off here in front of the Sabres goal. Won by the Capitals. Orlov looking for somebody. No passing lane. Tom Wilson looking to get it to somebody. Cross ice. Nobody home. Mantha on goal. Rebound. Caps can't control it. Boy, Mantha has looked good since coming back, hadn't he? Good shift for the Caps. Real good shift here. Jensen gets it over to Faravari. Faravari being harassed. Back to Jensen. Orlov. And the Caps get it back about mid-ice. Here comes Kuznetsov. Shot. Fought off by Tokarski. And we get a whistle. If y'all will excuse me for just 1 second here. Sorry about that. Wife just got home. Had to say hi. All right. Let's get all comfortable here again. All right, Caps winding it along behind the Buffalo goal again. Sabres get it back. They start the break. Kozo flips that one. Samsonov handles it pretty easily. Cross rink to Dahlin. Dahlin over to Samuelson. Samuelson shot on goal. Fought off by Samsonov. Ovechkin dumps it in. Loose puck. Who's going to get it? Caps get it. McMichael dumps it down. Sabres on a break. Snuffed out. Caps get it to center ice. Buffalo takes it back. Caps get a turnover. Sherry. Snapshot. Shoots. Ooh, I thought that one went in for a second. But off the glass. Puck in front of the Sabres net. Buffalo gets it back. Here they come. Middlestat sends it in. And the Caps get it behind their goal, taken away by Buffalo. Slapper, gloved by Samsonov. It's Colin Miller with the slap shot. Sammy makes the save. All right, timeout on the ice. 12:15 left, first period, and the Caps lead, or the Caps and Sabres tied at 1. Let's take a look at the early stats here. Caps have leading shots on goal, 4-1 early. Both teams have blocked a shot, no penalties yet. Sabres do have one takeaway, and the Sabres have won 3 of the first 5 faceoff. Hitting wise, it is even at 2 apiece. It's your live watch along. Caps Sabres no score with 12:15 left in the first period here on the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube channel, and we are glad to have you along. All right, welcome back. Here we go. Getting ready to get it started again. No score here. Yes, we are almost 8 minutes in the first period. All right, we got a face off in front of the Caps goal. Barzell in the circle to take it. Won by Buffalo. Revar gets back, gets it over to Sherry. I hadn't really been able to get control of the puck with any length of time. Sabres have controlled the action for Sabres to Marzeller past everybody there. The blue line hasn't taken away. Orlov sends it down behind the goal. Down back behind the Caps goal. Caps get it back. Here they come. Tom Wilson. Back into the Caps into the ice. Boy, Buffalo is really controlling things here early on. Long pass from Orlov to Tom Wilson. Wilson gets it over to Backstrom. A beautiful feed to Anthony Menta. That's the way you do it. And he scores. And it's 1-0 Washington. That is for kind of textbook the way you draw it up. Boy, after all that, and boom, like lightning, the Caps come out and Anthony Manta continues his strong play coming back to starts at the center ice. Tom Wilson is a great feed to get to Backstrom, who saucers it over to Manta, and Manta has a wide open. That is number 7. And I know, goal number 5. Or no, well, 7 points is coming back. 5 points. Yeah. In front again, Justin Schultz, shot saved by Tarski. That one was on target. All of a sudden, the Capitals changed the game. Schultz drives it into the corner there, and it's the coach to lose Smith. Backhanded shot, Buffalo, is safe. There's the second for Schultz. That's 5 up along the field. After one goal, or at least try. Again, Johansson. I'll be right on Karski, but Karski makes the save. In front again, McMichael can get it. Pass is too strong now up top. Very shot off target. McMichael back behind the goal. Pass away. McMichael. Centering pass gets away from him. Buffalo gets it back temporarily. It's the pass to do, but like a little bit hard. Turnover. Wilson. Have to turn it up here the last couple of minutes. Right? Wilson across the blue line with it. Back on top of the off. Right, it was the second. Gerard says the audio is messed up. Is that so? Well, Gerard, let's see if we can fix it. Not sure what the problem is, Gerard. You guys let me know if it's any better, and I will see what I can do. It's in luck. Yes. 1, 2, 3. All right. Hang on a second. Let's see if that is any better. That any better? I am judging by what I'm seeing on the monitor there. I think that might be better. You guys just let me know in the comment section if you can. I'd appreciate it. Here come the Caps again. Johansson, centering pass to Schultz, just has it sticked away. Schultz gets it back. Shot, saved by Tokarski. Sounds great now. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Boy. So the Capitals are able to, Buffalo's defense, not good at all. Ovechkin breakaway, and the Sabres are just able to catch up with the defense and stick it away. Buffalo's making some defensive lapses here that kind of belies what's been going on here with their offense. Shot! Save again by Tokarski. Back to center ice. That's where Kuznetsov gets it. He takes it back to his blue line. Faravari up to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov has it taken away. Turnover. Ovechkin had a stick on it for a second, and Cozens takes it away. Turnover. McMichael through. Driving. It's taken wide by the defense, though. Can't get a shot off. Puck's on the glass. Orlov. Well, the Caps have picked it up here the last few minutes. Turnover. Contact. Nothing doing. No penalty. McMichael has it taken away. Dump in from Buffalo. And we get a line change. Olofsson for Buffalo. He's knocked down by Jensen. Caps get the puck back. Washington has outshot Buffalo 10-1 in the first period. Hathaway, snapshot, wide. Sherry with the rebound. Tries to get it back to Hathaway. Too strong off his skate. Here comes Buffalo. Olofsson, a shot on goal. Sticked away by Samsonov. And Matt Irwin takes it behind the goal. Irwin to Schultz. Schultz tries to get it to Kuznetsov, just a little out in front of him. Behind the goal, Kuzi looking for somebody. Gets it to Johansson. Johansson runs it around the boards. Irwin to Johansson to Irwin. Blocked off. Irwin winds it around the boards. And Buffalo gets it. They got it 3-on-2. Skinner. Backhanded. Scores. Gets it past Samsonov, and we got a tie game. Weird, because it didn't look like it was that strong of a shot, but strong enough to get past Sammy. So Jeff Skinner ties it up at the 4:11 mark of the first period. Well, I guess he had a little bit more on it than I thought he did. So 4:10 left, first period. Jeff Skinner ties it up, and we are knotted at 1. Caps have it in the zone. Slap shot. Carlson saved by Tokarski. A few messages here being passed along from BC Hockey Podcast. Well, Bright, I'm sorry you can't watch the games. Hopefully we'll be able to help you out here and with kind of keeping a running tally for you. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check the stats here as we got a commercial. Again, 1-1. Caps out shooting the Sabres 10-2. It's a real bummer that you're looking now at a tie ball game after that. The hits are almost even. The Caps have a slight edge there. No penalties yet. And the Sabres have a 5-3 lead in the faceoff department. All right, welcome back. Getting ready to drop the puck again as we have got just a little bit more than 3 minutes to go, and it is 1-1. Sorry, I was just checking to see what's going on in the tournament. Purdue and St. Peter's, hey, they're halfway through the first half, and St. Peter's, the Peacocks, holding their own. The 15th seed is only down 2 to the Boilermakers. Go Peacocks. We actually have a kid from Norfolk that's playing for him. Shot, a backhander in front, saved by Samsonov. Rebound, no good either, and the Caps clear it away. Sabres putting some mustard on that one. Center ice, actually Janssen Fiabi to McMichael. McMichael to Johansson. Has it taken away. Sabres coming back with it. Orlov has it at his own blue line. Plays it to Ovechkin. Ovechkin over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov and Sheary tried to redirect it in out of midair. Just missed. Orlov to the front. Sheary. Oh, Ovechkin just couldn't get a stick on it. Nearly had a 2-1 lead for the Caps. Kuznetsov. Deeks tries to get open. Can't do it. Sabres take it away at the blue line. Sheary intercepts a bad pass at center ice, but it doesn't get anywhere. Samuelson plays it ahead, and we get an icing call. I don't know that many icings either. Boy, the Sabres just had another Samsonov. One of his saves there. Yet another backhanded shot. That one almost got past him for a second time. And we get a whistle. Looks like we're going to have our first penalty of the night. And it is going to be on the Caps. Looks like Michael Kempny. Yep, Michael Kempny in the box. We'll get the call when we come back. 1:44 left. First period, 1-1 between the Caps and the Sabres. All right, we're back. Fixing to get started yet again. 1-1. Capitals and the Sabres tied up with about a minute 15 left in the first period. Buffalo's about to go on a power play. Michael Kempney in the box for 2 minutes. So the PK unit comes out. Caps are able to clear out the first sequence there, and the Sabres rewind it. Skinner almost beat Kempney. Caps able to recover. Round the boards. Middlestat has it on the right-hand side. Flood the zone. Tuck, shot, and Samsonov able to make the save. Dahlin. Middlestat. Dahlin again. Up top to Dahlin. Lets it fly. Samsonov, the save. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Dahlin. And they got to rewind it. Caps make a change here. Middlestat. Oh, good centering pass, but nobody home. And the Caps clear it down. 30 seconds left in the period, 43 seconds left in the power play. Cousins, wow. Nice move there by Cousins. The Caps are able to knock it out of play. Poso takes the face-off for Buffalo. Caps win the face-off. Carlson is going to clear it all the way down. Final 6 seconds of the period. That ought to do it. So the Sabres will have about 16 seconds left when the second period starts. So the end of the first, 1-1. Capitals and Buffalo. What'd you think of the first period? Let me know. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the stats here real quick. Each team obviously with a goal. Sabres have won 7 of the 11 faceoff. Hits are even at 6 apiece. Both teams have taken the puck from the other one twice. So while we are here in the intermission, I thought it would be kind of fun to, in addition to taking a look at the stats, I was thinking that we could bring you guys a little bit of video here from Caps practice. As you know, the big story at the trade deadline was the fact that the Caps were able to acquire both Johan Larsson and Marcus Johansson. Marcus Johansson, who of course was a member of the Caps for 7 years before getting traded during the 2016 season. We'll hear from Johansson in just a few minutes, or at least later in the show. But I figured, since we haven't heard from Johan Larsson, who right now is on the injured list, should be back in about a week, I thought, why not hear from one of the Caps' newest forwards? So this is Johansson meeting with reporters at the MedStar Health Ice Complex right before the Caps took off for Buffalo.
And join them here and have a push for the playoffs.
What excited are you to possibly play in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Yeah, very excited. It's everyone wants to be in there, so it's gonna be it's a little bit left there, but it's gonna be fun if you get there.
You're still coming off your surgery. How has that recovery been in the process?
It's been good, actually. Feeling good, and I've been skating for a while now, and it feels good. Just a little left, some small things left.
How much longer do you think on the ice?
It's hard to say, but I feel pretty good on ice, so I haven't really had a timeline on it, but hopefully next week, or if not, it's the week after that, so it's pretty soon.
What were the last few, rehabbing, being away from the team, and did you kind of have an idea that you might get moved at the deadline?
Yeah, kind of. We had some talks about it, so it was there. But once you're injured, you're like, okay, it might be harder to move someone. So, it happened, and I'm excited to come here.
What have the coaches told you about possible roles for the team?
Yeah, it's just come in here and kind of play my style, be a good, solid two-way player in that way, and then enjoy the time here.
I know you and Marcus were teammates in Buffalo. What's your level of familiarity with the rest of the guys?
I know Backy a little bit. Played in Brenus, where he's from, so I met him a couple times, and then Connor Sherry, played with him in Buffalo too. So those are the guys.
You were born on Lao. Is that island that's just off of?
Yeah, it's an island. Lao is a smaller place, and the island is Gotland. So it's like a 3-hour ferry from Stockholm.
Did you grow up there too?
Yeah, I grew up there, and then I moved to Gävle when I was like 15 to play hockey.
So I know you mentioned you were excited for the chance to play in the playoffs, but how different is it to go from Arizona and then come here and then be dropped all of a sudden into a playoff?
Yeah, it's a little different. Always coming to a new team, but so far it's been good, and I feel like this group been together for a while, so it's pretty easy to come in here, and they're a confident group, and they know they can do it, so it's fun to come here.
Do you think they want you to come play your style? Do you feel like you fit in well with what they do from what you've seen them learn a little bit about what their system is and everything?
Yeah, for sure. I come in and you always want to do your best, I guess, but be solid, give everything that I have, and then we'll see what happens. And you can put me in the wing or you can put me in center, so I think that's a good thing.
There's been a couple pretty good uptick in your offensive output this year as far as points per game. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I probably got a little more ice time, a little more opportunity in Arizona. We're a little lower in there, and so it was fun. Played with some really good players there too. So, and I got a little confidence, and then it started going in for me. So.
Throughout the past couple of years, coaches and players that you've played with and played for have kind of talked about your ability to play against other teams' top lines. I mean, what's the key to playing against other teams' number one units in that regard?
Yeah, you got to know when they're out there. Obviously, first time, and then you got to be responsible and the situation you're in, and then you're up against good players. They're gonna make plays, but take them away as much as you can.
Just made a huge shot. I switched it over to the Purdue St. Peter's game, in the tournament, because obviously everybody's rooting for St. Peter's as a 15 seed, unless you're, in West Lafayette. And, nobody really likes Big Ten basketball because it's slow and it's plotting and yada, yada, yada. So I figured we might as well at least all watch along with that until the second period starts. And, man, St. Peter's is giving them a game right now. Longer it goes, bigger chance they've got. You really don't want to play a team like that plays good, sound, fundamental basketball, and at the same time, they are. BC says that TBH DBPN is doing the Purdue game. Wow, I'm glad to hear that. I just figured, it's such a compelling deal. As long as we're in intermission, I'd flip it over. And watch. Because we've got a kid from here that is playing for St. Peter's. Before we do that, though, we got to pay a couple of bills. So let's go ahead and do that. Take a break real quick and be back with more before the start of the second period. Caps and Sabres tied at 1 here on the Hockey Podcast Network. All right, welcome back. We are in intermission, 1-1 between the Caps and Sabres. So I flipped on over to the tournament just for the heck of it, even though we have got other folks that are doing the entire game. But I figure for a live look in here, as they come down the stretch in the first half, St. Peter's is down 2 to Purdue. And if you have not been keeping up with the tournament, that is a big deal, because the Peacocks are a 15 seed automatic qualifier through the conference tournament. And Purdue was one of the teams favored by their seeding to get to a regional final. But right now, the Boilermakers got everything they can handle in St. Peter's. And Purdue is one of those teams that it seems like year in and year out. I mean, their rep is they get a high seed and then get upset in the first or second round of the tournament. Clarence Rupert tried to draw a charge there, and the refs were not having that one. Yeah, that was a little bit of a flop. So Purdue's up 4 here. Again, if you're just joining us, don't worry. We're going to be going back to the Caps and Sabres here in just a couple of minutes. I think we're still in intermission. As far as thoughts on the first period, you really kind of wish the Caps could have converted on a couple more of those chances. They outshot the Sabres like 10-3 in the first period, but some good goaltending by the Sabres by Dustin Tokarski kept the Caps at bay, except for the one Anthony Mantha goal. Now, having said that, that is something that, even though the Caps have lost their last two games, one of the things that I've liked that I've seen is they're getting good play from guys they need to get good play from. Kuznetsov has scored a couple of goals in the last few games. Anthony Mantha, again, played really well. Has scored 7 goals since coming back from injury. So in the long run, you get those guys going, I think it's going to mean good things for the Caps coming down the stretch. Also, FYI, but number 1 Kansas is up on 4th seed Providence, 13-8 right now, about midway through the first half of their game. All right, we got 1 minute left to go here in the first half of that St. Peter's game. Oh, nice pass. Out of bounds, though. That's the kind of thing, if you're a Purdue fan, you cannot like about this. Purdue is going to let St. Peter's hang around here, it looks like, going in the locker room. St. Peter's needs a hoop. Oof. Ugly. St. Peter's not getting good shots right now, so Purdue can do a little 2-for-1 here. They're going to hold this. There's about a 6-second shot clock differential here. So Purdue's going to hold for the last shot, I think. Yep, nice backdoor cut. And now all of a sudden, a game that was extraordinarily interesting here a couple of minutes ago, now Purdue's gone on about a 7-0 run, and they got themselves a 6-point lead. Murray, nice bucket for St. Peter's. All right, so in case you were wondering, 33-29, very much a game at the half between Purdue and St. Peter's. The game that we are covering, of course, Caps Sabres from Buffalo. It's 1-1 at intermission. Take a short break. We will be back right after this. It is the Caps and Sabres live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We pick one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring! 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
Hey, oh, had to go get refreshments. Sorry about that. We're back. Man, thought I had the 2 minutes. Thought I had a little bit more than 2 minutes. I'm not compensated by Blue Moon. However, if they would like to, more than happy to accept an endorsement from them. James is checking in. How are you, James? And City, James has a message for you. It says, hi. Hi back. Whoa, shoot. Did not want to, I almost hit the end broadcast button. That would not have been good at all. I did not know that, City. So apparently, according to City, in Canada, Blue Moon is called Belgian Moon. I did not know that. Belgian wheat, though, my favorite beer. Favorite style of beer. How about you guys? What do you like? What's your favorite type, either brand and or type? Go ahead and drop it for me in the comments there as we get ready for the second period to start. Michael Kempney in the box for another 15 seconds. Five seconds left on the power play. That ought to just about do it for that. And we are back at full strength. Caps have it center ice. Connor Sheary has it taken away. And the Sabres rewind it. Darlene skips one behind the goal. Oh, down now. Caps push it into the Sabres end. That's Sherry with it. Sherry over to Ovechkin along the glass. Orlov has it taken away. It's an important couple of games for the Capitals. Their schedule is really tough down the stretch, but two of the teams they should beat, Buffalo and tomorrow, is New Jersey. So the Caps really need to get 4 points out of these two games. Ovechkin winds it around the board. Backstrom tries the stuff, can't get it. Sabres take it away, only get it to the blue line. That's where Orlov gets it back. Long pass to Backstrom, too strong, and we get an icing call. Oh, good. We've got a couple. All right. Let's start with James. And James says his favorite is a cold Bud. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Joshua appreciates that. City says just about anything on draft or anything that's cold. Excellent. You know what? Absolutely nothing wrong with that one either. I don't like the heavy stuff. Can't stand stouts. IPAs are disgusting to me. But if you like it, God bless you. Enjoy it. Caps at their own blue line. Can't get anything going here, so Schultz rewinds it. Back to Irwin. Irwin up to Johansson Fialbi. Dude's got to change that. Axel's got to change his last name. It's just Johansson Fialbi is just too hard to say. Buffalo doing a good job of not letting Washington kind of get in gear here when they get the puck. So that's what bit them in the butt in the first period. Marcus Johansson on the go. He shoots it on down. Tokarski with a glove save. He's going to hold it for the faceoff. City asks if I'm excited that Johansson's back. Yeah, I am, City. Hated that they had to get rid of him back when they did and wished he could have been here for the Stanley Cup run. But yes, no, I thought that was a real good pickup for him. Faravari loses it, and we got a breakaway here. And Samsonov with the big save. Very nice. He stoned Jeff Skinner on it. Colin Miller gets it, sends it through. Nothing. Here come the Caps. Connor Sherry. Garnet Hathaway drops it off to Eller. Back to Sherry. Shot just goes wide. Eller rebound. No. Sherry tries to jam it in front. No good. And a shot from, I think it was Orlov. Still nothing. Schultz now peppering it, and he scores! Justin Schultz beating Tokarski, and the Caps take a 2-1 lead. I'll drink to that one. Good shift. It was actually Nick Jensen. My bad on that one. Nick Jensen with a shot up high. Caps had a bunch of chances here on a rush. First, Sherry couldn't get it in. Eller couldn't put in the rebound. He tried to get it to Hathaway. Hathaway bounced off his skate. A slap shot by Kempney. No. And then finally, Nick Jensen is able to put it in the corner past Tokarski's glove side. Yeah, it was a laser. Nick Jensen, 5th goal of the season. Yeah, City, I love. Yeah, I agree with you. I loved it when he's. And yes, BC, Justin Schultz is still in the league, though. Amazing as that might be. Yeah, here let me get the stats back up for you guys here. Hang on one sec. Once there we go. Ask and you shall receive. All right, Sabres on the attack here. Olofsson, Middlestat. Jensen's got Middlestat tied up. Samuelson shot blocked by Mantha. Mantha gets it to Wilson. Here come the Caps. Wilson shot stopped by Tokarski. Kicked back out. Irwin sends it in, and Tokarski covers it up. But of course, James, as I said, your wish, my command. .21 left in the second period. 2-1 now. Caps lead the Sabres on a goal from Nick Jensen, his 5th of the season. Alex Tuck puts it back into the Washington end of the ice. Matt Irwin handles it, gets it picked off. A shot sticked aside by Samsonov. It was Colin Miller with a nice shot, but right on Samsonov, and he was able to handle it. Connor McMichael feed inside. Johansson Fialbi can't control it. Miller plays it on around Pesic and Krebs takes it out for Buffalo. Past the blue line. Krebs still has it. Now over to Haas. And the Caps take it away. Connor McMichael to Matt Irwin. He sends it down. Caps make a line change. So again, after a Buffalo push, it feels like the Caps have taken the control of the game back again after that goal. Dahlin here at the point. Garnet Hathaway is able to get it. Can't get a shot off, though. Centering pass. Eller, no. Sherry now with it. It was knocked away. Sherry kicks it loose. Or the Hathaway centering pass knocked down by Buffalo. And the Sabres get it back. Tace Thompson. So you get the top line out there now for the Sabres. Thompson, Skinner. Lost to Carlson. Marcus Johansson trying to outrace the defense for it. Gets it to Kuznetsov. Jensen again, and now it is taken away by the Sabres. Odd man rush for the Sabres. Taken away by Orlov. Centering pass in front. Nakopso not able to convert. Kopso. Again, behind the goal. Orlov comes out of there with it, gets it to center ice, taken away by the Sabres. Middlestat trying to get something going. He's got an odd man rush here. Pesic. Rister and glove by Samsonov. 11:19 left, second period. Caps lead this one 2-1 on the 5th goal of the season from Nick Jensen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats real quick. Caps have the only penalty in the game. Caps have now taken a 9-8 lead in faceoffs. Hits tied up at 8 apiece. Sabres have 3 takeaways to the Caps 2. But again, Caps leading it 2-1 here in the second. All right, here we go. Ready to go again. 11:19 left, second period. Caps lead this one 2-1 over the Sabres. All right, Sabres won the face-off. They've got it in the Caps' end now. Runs it around the board. Good defensive play there by the Caps. Carlson takes it away. John Carlson backtracking, gets it, but can't get it cleared. Buffalo gets it back here. In the corner. Faravari, Wilson tries to get it out, and Samsonov almost had, I looked like almost an own goal there. Skinner gets knocked down. Buffalo has kept this one, in the Caps' end throughout most of this shift here. Caps need to tilt the ice back the other way. So the Sabres trying to make a push here midway through the second period. Let's see what happens. Miller fires. Ooh, out in front. Couldn't control the rebound. Boy, if they could, they had a wide open net there for a second. Shot, and they score. Second of the night for Jeff Skinner. And we are tied at 2 again. Or should I say tied again, at 2. Well, tie ball game again here. So with 9:36 left in the second, we got us a tie game. Sabres win the face-off, but the Caps get it right back, and Alex Ovechkin nearly made it 3-2 there before they could even announce who got the goal and the assist over the PA. Schultz on it. Irwin. Or Kempney, rather. Hoists it on out. How are you? Gets checked pretty hard there by Ovi. And the Caps are able to keep control of the puck in Buffalo's end for the moment. And the Sabres clear it out. Closing in, Krebs, 2-on-1, but he can't saucer it over, and the Caps bring it back the other way. He was trying to get it to Alex Tuck, but no go. Sabres driving in again. In front. Oh, man. Who did the Caps get lucky on that one? Sabres really putting the pressure on here now. Passing double teamed. Lars Eller gets it back, tries to get it out. Can only clear it as far as center ice and then the Buffalo blue line. Sabres get it back. Buffalo really turning the heat up here in the last 5 or 6 minutes of this game. Tuck spinning off a hit there. Orloff. Tom Wilson has Wilson has the puck. Gets it only as far as the blue line before Buffalo gets it back. Back behind the goal. Samsonov trying to play it out. Gets it to Kempney. Kempney back to Wilson. It's back behind the Caps and goal again. Caps chasing now. Loose here in front, scores. And now it is 3-2. Buffalo. Well, the Caps need to regroup here. I think that was Victor Olofsson with the goal. Yep. Olofsson, the goal on a pretty pass from Casey Middlestat that went through Nick Jensen's legs. Peter Laviolette calls timeout to try and steady things and Roblo, how are you? Roblox, you want a shout out? You got it. There you go, my friend. Glad you are with us tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Like and subscribe to the channel. We have live watch-alongs every single solitary night, 7 days a week during the season. You want a watch-along during hockey time, you can get it right here on the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube page. All right, timeout over. 7:05 left, second period. Buffalo leads Washington 3-2 as the Sabres have scored 2 goals in the last 2 minutes to take the lead. All right, here come the Caps. Connor Sherry, one-on-one here. Nice move, but has it taken away. Carlson is there for it. Puts a shot on, but it is sticked away by Tokarski. So Tokarski has bailed Buffalo out of quite a few defensive miscues, and that offense has started to click and it's given them a 1-goal lead here. Carlson, a bomb. Backhand chance by Mantha, no go. Caps keep it in. Caps keep it in. They rewind it. Faravari, snap, wrister. Doesn't go, and the Sabres are able to clear it down. Johansson plays it back up. A shot by, I think that was Schultz, and a save. Three-two Sabres, 5:49 left, first period, as we get a timeout on the ice here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Welcome back. We are just about ready to get going again. Andrew is with us. I'm doing good, Andrew. Game so far, kind of back and forth and not real great right this second, but hey, we'll get it. Hopefully we'll get it back going here in a minute. Caps will get their mojo back. Faravari, Kuznetsov, a laser that is flagged down by Tokarski. All right, we're going to face off in front of the Buffalo goal here. Won by the Sabres. Johansson up top. Schultz, shot, rebound. Sabres. Jorgensen drops it, and here come the Sabres. They dump it in. Jorgensen there working on Faravari. Ovechkin, he winds it around. There's Johansson with it, and he just clears it to the other end of the ice. All right, Sherry with the interception gets it to Hathaway. Hathaway across the blue line. Going to take it on down in back of the goal to Eller. Eller up top. Orlov towards the cage. Wide, high and wide. Carlson. Carlson tries the centering pass. Doesn't work. It's taken away by Tuck. Tuck again. Darlene with Tuck. Alex Tuck working on Connor Sherry. Down back behind the goal. Lars Eller up with it now. Eller has it, stays with it. On the drop pass, Hathaway looking for Sherry. Sherry had his back turned towards him. Hathaway behind the goal. Eller now with it. Eller gets it taken away. There has been one penalty so far in this game, and it was Michael Kempney. Back behind Samsonov again. Sabres keep it in. Wilson to Jensen. Jensen, long stretch pass for Mantha, and Tokarski covers it up. Andrew is joining us, and Andrew, I got 2 words for you on plans for tomorrow. Yard work. That's what we got going on, at least until basketball starts. And yeah, I already welcomed him, and it is good to see him. All right, we got a face-off here in front of the goal, and Alex Ovechkin off the face-off has just tied this one up as he blasts one past Tokarski. 3-3 now with 3:13 left in the third. But what is that? The second time in the last 3 games that Ovi's done that? Once again, the grade 8 comes through. Working down. I mean, it came right to him. Kudos to Evgeny Kuznetsov winning that faceoff. Gets it right to Ovechkin. Doesn't miss a beat. I mean, it's perfect spot. Ovechkin rips it. And that's goal number 41 on the year for Ovi. I mean, that was perfect. So we are even. And Ovi is just 30 goals shy of Gordie Howe for second place in NHL history. One figures that Ovi will reach that mark sometime next year. All right, we got a penalty coming. I think it's on Garnet Hathaway. as we get a break with 3:01 left, second period. Score Washington 3, Buffalo 3 on the Hockey Podcast Network. All right, welcome back. Here we go. 3:01 left, second period in a 3-3 game. Caps tie it up off Alex Ovechkin's 41st goal of the season, a howitzer on a faceoff. Again, give credit to Evgeny Kuznetsov there. It was Kuzi who won that faceoff and was able to get it to Ovi. Perfect feed. And Ovechkin ties it up. Looks like we got offsetting penalties. Okay, so each team has a guy in the box now, so we got a little 4-on-4 here for the balance of the second period. Caps win the face-off, a rush in, but Tokarski makes a save on, I think that was it was either Eller or Sherry with the shot. Rasmus Dahlin brings it in. Slap shot saved by Samsonov. It's Tace Thompson with that rocket there. Face off, won by the Sabres. Caps get it back. And after a minute, Caps get it back. Caps on the rush. Mantha fires, saved by Tokarski. Nice bit of work there from Anthony Mantha. Face off here in front of the Buffalo goal. Backstrom takes it to Carlson with a wrister that goes into the netting. Another face-off here. Backstrom against Eakin. And the Sabres win it. Taken away by Mantha. Mantha up to Carlson. Carlson back to Mantha. Faravari. Backstrom. Carlson. Rocket that goes high. Backstrom to Faravari. Playing a two-man game here with Mantha. Mantha tries to get a pass through to Carlson, deflected by Eakin. Here come the Sabres. Taken away. Backstrom, a feed to Mantha. Mantha, shot, saved by Tokarski. And it is cleared on at center ice. 1-on-1 here for the Sabres. Shot goes wide from Thompson. Mantha, or Ovechkin, brings it down low. Winds it around the boards. Orlov tries to keep it in. He does. Over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov back to Orlov, who's stymied. Kuznetsov shot goes wide. Orlov on a pass from Ovechkin, just a little too strong. He has to rewind it around. Now Orlov at the point. Orlov to Jensen. Team's back at full strength. Sherry in front, defended well. Turns around. Skinner takes it away from him. Dumps it on in. 35 seconds left in the second period. Marcus Johansson on the move. He's got it in front. Nobody's there, and Tokarski covers it up. 23 seconds now left here in the second period. Looks like we're going to the locker rooms tied at 3. Well, thank you, Locker. Giving a shout out to Virginia Beach here. That's very nice. Caps win the faceoff. Puck winds around the boards. Jensen keeps it in. Down low to Eller. Eller tries to center it. Nobody home. 9 seconds to go. Snapshot on the way and a save by Samsonov on a Kopso. So 4.1 seconds left here in the second. Game is tied at 3. Faceoff's going to be in front of Samsonov. Caps have won 16 of the 29 faceoffs so far. Stalemate on the draw. Cleared past, and we are at the end of the second period. So Sabres get 2 in short order about midway through. Caps answer on an Alex Ovechkin rocket with about 3 minutes to go in the period. And we go to intermission tied at 1 apiece. Let's take a break. We'll be back in just a few. Caps Sabres watch along right here on the THPN YouTube channel.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We pick one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring! 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
Hey, welcome back. Sorry, had to change the accoutrements here. It's getting a little chilly. Plus, Tar Heels are playing next, and one of the kids goes to UNC. So, gotta rep the brand. Gots to rep the band. Andrew is curious as he always is, and the weather, Andrew, was gorgeous today. About 70 degrees and sunny. So I know over on the basketball channel they're doing the game, but since we're in intermission here, I had to change it over and see what's going on with Purdue and St. Peter's. Boilermakers a 2-point lead with 12 and a half left in the game. St. Peter's is here to stay in this game. So let's see if they can steal this one and get to a regional final. A 15 seed, I don't think a 15 seed has ever made it to a regional final. Tough shot. Now, between me and you, I'm expecting Purdue to wear them down here down the stretch, but you never know. Purdue just took a 4-point lead. An 8-0 run for Purdue. So St. Peter's had what, a 4-point lead at one point? Yeah. Purdue gets it in the paint. There's not a whole lot. It looks like St. Peter's can do about it. Well, what did you guys think of the second period? The Caps had a bit of a lull there about halfway through it, and the Sabres took advantage, getting 2 goals really quick to go from a 2-1 deficit to a 3-2 lead. And then who else but the Great Eight comes along. Ovechkin ties it up. Again, you got to give credit to Yevgeny Kuznetsov in winning the faceoff there. And I mean, just made it a perfect feather pass to Ovechkin, even with a bouncing puck. And he rifled it past Sikorsky for the tied goal. But if you've got something, drop it in the comment section for me. And don't forget, like the page and hit the subscribe button, will you? We've got live watch-alongs every night here on THPN. If there's a hockey game on, somebody is doing it live somewhere. And, it's a good way for you to, kind of hang out with us. Makes watching the game a little bit easier, a little bit more interesting. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Yep, still in intermission. Caps still have a 24-13 lead in shots on goal. They got a nice crowd in Philly for this game. Well, you figured they would. I mean, I think Jersey City, where St. Peter's is what? About 3 hours, maybe 3.5. Excuse me here, guys. It's been a long, long week. That's all. I did, Andrew. I watched the Duke game last night. Most of it. I think I turned it off with 30 seconds or something to go in it. They look good. Blue Devils look good. They got 4 first-rounders there. Realistically, I mean, they should make it to the Final Four, but we'll see. I mean, how they should have. You would have thought they would have beat Carolina that last game in Cameron, but Carolina's a weird team because they have got a bunch of talent, and it just sometimes they put it together and sometimes they don't. I think Carolina's got enough talent to go to the Final Four. I don't think they're going to, but I think they've got enough talent to. Yeah, Purdue's big guy Williams is just killing him inside. Just killing St. Peter's inside. St. Peter's coach, Shaheen Holloway, I remember him with Seton Hall back in the day. I don't know why Purdue just doesn't send it inside until they can't. Yeah, it's a good call. Good charge there that the Purdue guy from Purdue took. St. Peter's got to absorb this run and try to steady themselves here. Who gets it back? Oh, Andrew, I hope that Andrew, I'm sorry to hear that you're leaving us, but hopefully we will see you back here soon. Hey guys, we got to take another break because I think the cord has come out from the wall. I didn't realize it, but I gotta plug the battery back in, or we are going to go dark, and we definitely don't want to do that. 3-3, third period coming up here in just a few minutes between the Caps and the Sabres on the Hockey Podcast.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We pick one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring. 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
Hey, welcome back. All right, 3-3 as we get ready here for the final period between the Caps and Sabres. Caps getting the tying goal from Alex Ovechkin just a few minutes ago, just about 3 minutes left in the third period, and we will be getting started here in just a few. Again, your thoughts on the first two periods, feel free to drop us a comment here and let us know what you think. This is one that the Capitals really, really need here tonight. And then tomorrow, the second half of the back-to-back is they go to New Jersey and play the Devils. It's really, really tough after that. Caps have a brutal schedule here coming down the stretch. In fact, I think it's the toughest in the league. Coming down the last 5-6 weeks of the season, I think there's, 18 games left after tonight? Something like that. So it's funny, if you've just joined us, I'm dipping back and forth during halftime, or during the intermissions to the Purdue St. Peter's game. And my wife's watching the game downstairs, and there's about a 2-second delay for whatever reason between the feed that I'm watching and the one she's watching downstairs. So if St. Peter's does something good, I know it about 2 seconds beforehand. So that's how I'm going to keep up with it, down the stretch here, the last, 8-10 of that game. All right, looks like we are about to get started here in a couple of minutes. Let's check the stats through two periods. Again, Caps leading shots on goal still, 24-13. But the Sabres have been more productive and more efficient with it. 8 block shots for Buffalo, 7 for the Caps. The Capitals have taken 2 penalties tonight. The Sabres 1. And in faceoffs, the Caps have a 17-13 lead there. They also lead in hits, 13-10. Giveaways are flat even through 2. Three as we get ready for the start of the third period. As we said, the Caps need this one. And it looks like we're just about ready to start here. Just waiting for Joe B and Locker to get through with the video montage here. And we should be getting ready to face this one off here for the third period. All right, two teams back on the ice. I think we are just about ready to go here. So they call it the KeyBank Center now. You know, I get that you have to have a title sponsor because it's, $4 or $5 million a year. But don't you miss back in the day, all the old school arena names like Buffalo? Was it War Memorial Auditorium? Anyways, the nickname for Buffalo's arena was the Odd, which I thought was great. The Quebec Nordiques, they played it Le Colisée. The Blues, the St. Louis Blues played at the Checker Dome. I guess the only one that's still left is, Calgary Saddle Dome, which is cracked. But I always thought the NHL had the best names for the NHL arenas. Always had the best names. Houston, back when it was the Summit, no slouch either. When the WHA, but still the Summit, I always thought was a good name for an arena too. Well, Anthony Mantha got stopped on the doorstep there, as I was reminiscing on that. Here they come back again. Wilson has it taken away at the Sabre blue line. Eakin dumps it in. All right, here's Faravari. Perhaps if I move this on, move this closer, you could actually hear me in these wonderful comments. Kuznetsov trying to get something going here through center ice. Kuznetsov keeps it coast to coast behind the goal. Slapper from Carlson sticked away. And we get a whistle. And St. Peter's has a 1-point lead here with 6:35 left. Awesome. All right, we're getting ready for a face-off here in the neutral zone on the Caps side. Don't mind me. Sherry fires. Save. Colin Miller loses it. Eller, great chance, sticked away by Tokarski. Caps get it back. Irwin at his own blue line up to Sherry. To Hathaway. Back behind the Sabres goal. Sabres come up with it. Center ice. Caps chip it back towards the Buffalo side of the ice, and now it is sticked down to Samsonov. Matt Irwin dumps it in. And the puck goes out of play. Face off here around, that looks like, face off in the neutral zone there. All right, we got a face-off here. Buffalo's side of the ice, right in front of the Buffalo goal, controlled by the Sabres. Yuki Haru has it through the blue line, back to center ice. Sabres get it back. Back check, good back check by McMichael there. Gets it back out to center ice, and Buffalo rewinds it there at their blue line. Dahlin. Bryson not able to keep a handle on it, and they got to back it off to their blue line again. Skinner, Jeff Skinner with 2 goals tonight, and he loses it. Connor McMichael gets it back. McMichael up to Mantha. Mantha back to McMichael. Mantha winds it along the boards. Backstrom. Over to Wilson. Carlson on the cycle. Carlson winds it around the boards. Ferravari. Mantha now. Trickles it down to Carlson. Or Backstrom, rather. Bouncing puck back in back of the Caps goal now. Turnover. Dahlin. Oh, we had a chance and a good poke check there. Saves the day for the Caps D. Is that Tom Wilson? Yeah, I think it was Tom Wilson. Nice poke check there by Tom Wilson. And you just mentioned Caps have doubled them in shots, 27-13, but that's what worries me because we've got a 3-3 game here. You know, I mean, the Caps should be dominating this thing. You know, they should have at least a goal or 2 lead here, but Sabres hung in there. They've gotten good goaltending, and they've been efficient with their shots, and that's why we've got a tie game. All right, Johansson around, going coast to coast with it. Looking for Irwin. Fires, but a pad save by Tokarski. Rebound by Kuznetsov. He takes it back to center ice. Caps rewind it again. Ovechkin, a feed for Kuznetsov. Too hot to handle. Back behind the goal. Ovechkin tries to keep it in. Can't do it. 2-on-1. Ashlyn fires. Shot and the rebound saved by Samsonov. And a wide open net for the Sabres, and they still can't put it in with Samsonov down on the ground. They had like 4 shots at it and weren't able to get it in. Samsonov even lost his stick. Now the Caps on a break trying to counterattack here. Eller taken down. Penalty? No. Wild sequence there. Yeah, it should be 4-3 Buffalo at this point. Great effort by Samsonov to keep the puck out, though. Partially without his without his stick. Well, good game. Bryson, 3-on-2 for the Sabres. Shot blocked. And Mantha now with it. Mantha has it taken away at the blue line. 2-on-1. Tuck not able to get a shot off. Capitals regroup. Jensen gets it to Wilson. Wilson clears it. All right, Caps have it in the Sabres end now. Sabres get possession of it back. Long outlet pass. Stolen by Carlson at center ice. And we get a stoppage. Some great goaltending there by Samsonov on that last sequence with Buffalo. Part of it without his stick, and I think he actually batted it away with his glove at one point. All right, face off of the Buffalo end. Sabres clear it out off the face off. Caps get it back. And they dump it down behind the goal. Sherry at center ice gets it back to Irwin. Irwin to Schultz. Schultz almost has it taken away by Thompson. Sabres rewind it now. Yuki Haru. Skinner. It was Cousins with a shot that went high, and we get a stoppage in play. All right, 3-3, 12:31 left in the third period. Caps and Sabres playing a good one in Buffalo. Your stats as we look at it in the break. Again, Caps out shooting the Sabres 28-15. Caps out hitting and winning the faceoff battle handily right now. Sabres, one more takeaway and two more giveaways. 3-3. Third period, about 12 minutes to go between the Caps and the Sabres on the THPN YouTube channel. There we go. Much better. 3-3. We're about midway here through the third period. Goes on down, and we get a stoppage again. All right, we got a face off in the neutral zone. Caps win it. Faravari on over to Carlson. Batted up in the air, and we're going to have another face off. Clearly, St. Peter's is about to do something here because I heard my wife cheering downstairs. Oh, wow, I'm real behind here on this feed. There you go. Tie ball game. All right. Back to the Caps. Back behind Samsonov, and we get a whistle, and I'm guessing an icing. All right, 11:07 left now, third period, 3-3. Everybody shuffling the personnel here. Get ready for the face-off. So it's right in front of the Sabres goal. Caps have won, lead the face-offs right now, 24-15. They win another one, but it is taken away almost immediately by Dahlin. Sorry about that, guys. I have got to figure out a better way to do this. I got to tell you. Too many chords. And gravity, you know? All right. Back behind the Caps goal here. They try to wind it around the glass. Buffalo gets it back. Johansson again. And he's going to hold it as the Sabres make a line change. Approaching the 10-minute mark here of the third period. And this thing has tightened up here through the third. Samuelsson for the Sabres. Centering pass there by Tuck, taken away by the Caps. They can't clear it, though. Tuck has it back cross ice. No go. And Johansson-Fialbi with a breakaway. Johansson-Fialbi shot and a save by Tokarski. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Give me 5 seconds here. No reason for you to see me having to let the dog in the bedroom. You know, it's boring. All right. Sabres, send it on in. Jensen gets it to Sherry. Sherry to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov on the go. Try a wraparound. Pass intercepted. And the Sabres send it the length of the ice for icing. By the way, in Philadelphia right now, it's 57-57 between St. Peter's and Purdue. St. Peter's with the chance, with a couple of big plays here, of a huge, huge upset. You know, I'm curious. Let's ask the old Google machine here as we make our way through the third. Mantha skies it. Comes down, Wilson, Faravari. Carlson down low, in front. Faravari shot won't go. And we are going to have a penalty on the Sabres. This is big. All right, Caps going on a power play here when we come back. So 7:57 left. We got a tie ball game. 3-3 between the Caps and the Sabres. Back right after this. All right, welcome back. We are just about ready to get going. By the way, I just saw something back on the tournament, the basketball tournament, where, by the way, with 123 left, St. Peter's leads this one by 4, 61-57. Now, they just said that no 15 seed has ever won a Sweet 16 game, but I swear I thought, Oral Roberts last year, no 15 seed has ever won a. I thought that Florida Gulf Coast was a 15 seed when they made it to the Final Four, but I guess not. 15 seed has never won a game in the second week of the tournament. So if you had St. Peter's tonight, you probably got some really good odds. All right, Caps go on the power play here as things get started back in Buffalo. And the puck is sticked out of play by the Sabres' Kyle Okopso, and we will get a face-off. Face off, and another one goes out, and we get another face off. Guys, I got to turn it back to this. St. Peter's has the ball with 41 seconds left and a 2-point lead. If you guys don't mind, I mean, do you guys mind if we just? I know it's on the basketball networks channel, but we got to flip over to this for a few minutes. Hey, if the Caps score a power play goal, they score a power play goal. We'll recap it when we get back. But, I mean, this is huge right here. You know, no 15 seed, although I swear the Florida Gulf Coast was a 15 seed when they made it to the Final Four, but maybe they were a 14 or something. St. Peter's now has a 62-59 lead here with 41.6 seconds left to go. I mean, surprising, yes, but again, I mean, come on, it's Purdue, you know? I mean, how many times – Purdue is a high seed every year, and every year – I find a way to win this one, to screw it up. All right, we got a timeout here by Purdue, and St. Peter's leads at 63-59. Hang on, my wife is telling me downstairs. She can't hear me from upstairs saying that I know. So I'm going to text her real quick. I know. Flipping back and forth with the THPN fam. All right. Timeout on the floor there. So let's see. Let's go back to Buffalo here. 27 seconds left on the power play. Schultz fans on a shot. So the second unit is on here. Johansson up to Mantha. Slap shot by Ovechkin and a save turned aside by Tokarski. Ovechkin keeps it. They chip it on back in back of the net. 7 seconds left on the power play. One last shot in front. Sherry can't direct it in. And we are back at equal strength. 5:54 left in this one. A turnover. Sherry has the puck. And he's just going to dump it in, and they're going to change lines here. Shot by the Sabres, and it goes Samsonov, easy save. All right, guys, they should just be about out of the timeout in Philly. We got to turn it back. If anybody scores again, we'll recap it when we get back here. But we got to see this. 38.1 seconds left. 63-59 St. Peter's over Purdue. Both teams are in the bonus. Possession arrow favors Purdue right now. Andrew, I am glad that you're back. It is 3-3 still. Caps were not able to convert on a power play just a couple of minutes ago. And Andrew, if you will indulge me and everybody else indulge me for another few seconds, we're going to come down the stretch and we're going to watch the end of this Purdue St. Peter's game. Drive inside, three-pointer for the Boilermakers. Oh, not going to go, but they get the rebound. And that Purdue guy, or that St. Peter's guy, just mistimed his jump there because that could have really put Purdue in a hole. And, of course, another timeout. All right, flip it back over to the Caps. We'll see what's going on here. Looks like we got a stoppage at play. And so back to Philly, where they're in a timeout. So 5:15 left, still 3-3, Andrew, and everyone else that's watching, and we're glad that you are. I guess this is the make sure I don't knock anything over there again for the third time. All right, I flip back to Philly now and St. Peter's and Purdue. 14.6 seconds left. St. Peter's has a 2-point lead, and they are going to the line. They've got an 85% free throw shooter on the line here. I'm not even going to pretend to know any of the players from either one of these teams, but St. Peter's makes its first free throw, and it is now a 3-point lead. They make this one, and now things really are going to start to explode because Purdue is out of timeouts, so this next free throw is to make it a 2-possession game. And it pure. Straight butter. All right. 11 seconds left. Purdue needs a 3, and which they get. And it is a 1-point game now with 8 seconds to go. St. Peter still has to make some free throws, provided they can get it in. All right, they get it in. I don't know that Purdue's going to – they are able to get the foul with 4 seconds left. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. I think we're good. Are we good? Can you guys hear okay? Four seconds left. Purdue's got to make a 3 to tie, which they damn near did. But they did not. The St. Peter's Peacocks, ladies and gentlemen, are going to the Elite Eight, the first 15 seed to make it to the Elite Eight in history. First one to win a game the second week of the tournament. Wow. That was something. All right. Back to what we're here for. 3-3 with 2:53 left between the Sabres and the Caps. Sabres shoot one wide of the goal. They still got it. It's in back of the Caps net. Anthony Mantha with it. Back to center. Yoki Haru gets it for Buffalo. And they rewind. 2:23 left. Nobody scores. We get 3-on-3 overtime. Nice pass in by the Sabres. And Carlson is able to keep it away. Oh, right in front. Shot and a great save by Samsonov on Middlestat. Wow. Middlestat had a chance there for a second. He had some daylight, but was not able to get it. He was a split second too late, and Samsonov was able to close the gap there. Yeah, that was a glove save on Middlestat by Samsonov. All right, face off in front of the Caps end of the ice, in front of the Caps goal here. Won by Buffalo, but Samsonov was able to stick it aside. 2 minutes left in the game in regulation. Samsonov plays it behind the goal. Long pass to Sherry. Sherry to center ice, nobody home. Back to Buffalo. Sabres have it at the blue line. 75 seconds left in regulation. Wilson, Tom Wilson, shot. Easy save by Tarkovsky. Looks like he fanned on it a little bit. I mean, if it was golf, I'd say he hit it fat. Wilson through center. Nope, nothing doing. Back behind the Caps goal. Wilson now has it. 48 seconds left, 46 seconds left. Carlson up to Backstrom. Backstrom rolls it in. Wilson chases it into the corner. Backstrom and Wilson in there. Up top to Orlov. Orlov looking for somebody. In front. Taken away by Buffalo. 23 seconds left. Sabres dump it in. 20 seconds left. They wave off the icing. Jensen. Track down. Gets it to Orlov. Orlov tries to clear it. Can't quite do it. 8 seconds left. 7, 6. And it looks like we're going to overtime. So once again, overtime for the Caps. Each team guaranteed a point. And we got some 3-on-3 hockey coming up for you here. All right, so we got to say 3-3 overtime 5-minute period here, and if that doesn't settle it, of course, we will go. We will go to a shootout. Let's check the final stats here at the end of regulation, just for giggles. Caps still with a 33-18 shots on goal advantage. They also out-hit the Sabres, and they won the battle at the face-off circle. Do that every night. I think things are going to work out. So here we go. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. After that, if we need it, we get us a shootout. The Caps are 4-2 in shootouts this year. Buffalo is 3-1. The Sabres are 3-7 in overtime games. Washington is 4-8. Scoreless third period. Nobody scored in it. You can thank the Great Eight for getting us to overtime as he scored his 41st of the season off of a face-off there with 3 minutes and change left in the third period off a face-off that Evgeny Kuznetsov won. All right, here we go. Sabres win the face-off, so they are going to go on the attack first here on this sucker. Rasmus Dahlin skating on in. Was looking for a penalty, but he doesn't get it. Caps get the puck back, and now it is Washington's turn. Kuznetsov, Wilson, and Carlson out there for the Capitals. Wilson off to Carlson. Carlson back to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov is going to rewind it, and they're going to change some personnel here. Carlson and Wilson off. Ovechkin and Schultz come in. And the puck gets turned over, and here come the Sabres. Off the head fake. Who was that? That was Skinner, and it goes over the goal. Skinner one more time. Harju, no, saved by Samsonov. Skinner gets it back up to Harju. Yoki Harju. Skinner fires. Shot off the glass right in front, and Samsonov stones Middlestat. I mean, right in front. Nobody knew where the hell the puck was except, I think, for Sammy. Andrew says that Oshie is going to score. Andrew, I hate to break this to you. TJ Oshie is not playing tonight. He is back on the injured list. Sorry to be the one to break it to you, my friend. Yogi Harju had a chance as well. Good save by Samsonov. Sabres win the faceoff, but it goes right to Samsonov, who gets it to his mates, and here come the Caps. Orlov down now. Dumps it off to Backstrom. Mantha shot. Tokarski with the glove save. Sabres now in possession of it. Here they come. Cody Eakin. And the Sabres change things up. Curl and drag, snapshot goes wide. And that was a Kopso. All right, 2:50 almost left in overtime. We still got us a 3-3 game, obviously, or we wouldn't be playing if we didn't have a 3-3 game. Thompson working it through center. Can't, rewinds it back to his blue. Yoki Harju Olofsson drops it for Yoki Haru again. Doesn't see what he likes, and he rewinds to the blue line. Caps change. Tuck feeds Thompson. Thompson shot goes wide. Thompson has it at center ice. 2 minutes left in overtime now. Thompson, Tuck, and Dahlin out there for the Sabres. Eller, Carlson, and I can't make out the third, and Schultz for... No, it's Eller, Johansson, and Schultz for Washington. Tuck has it for the Sabres. Yoki Haru getting a lot of ice time out there. Caps get it back. Now they got a break. Kuznetsov in front. No, save by Tokarski. Kuznetsov was trying to fake Tokarski out, and he almost pulled it off there. Krebs now with the puck for Buffalo. 1 minute left in the overtime. Peyton Krebs. Dahlin gets it to Dahlin. Dahlin now drops it off, and we get a whistle. Kuznetsov faked the slap shot and nearly got it through Tokarski's pads. He just got a piece of it, stopped it. All right, face off in the neutral zone on the Caps side. Sabres win it, and they keep possession. 44 seconds left in overtime. Dahlin tries to get past him. Can't do it. Shot. Saved by Samsonov. Kyle Okopso again. And we get a face-off. "35 seconds left to go. Face-off in front of Ilya Samsonov. And what do we got going on? Buffalo is taking a timeout here. Yeah, interesting. The Capitals have been playing a lot better since Laviolette took his time out there in the second period, something you don't see very often. But the Sabres had scored twice in about 2.5 minutes to go from trailing 2-1 to leading 3-2. Laviolette took a timeout, called everybody over, basically said, get your you-know-what together. Now, that was followed by Alex Ovechkin tying the game up on that slap shot. And now we've got us a 3-3 game here with 35 seconds left in overtime. So 35 seconds from a shootout. Both teams guaranteed at least 1 point here tonight. Face-off won by the Caps. So you would think that barring something unusual, they are going to get the last crack at this in overtime. Kuznetsov through center. In front, and a save by Tokarski. Kuznetsov had him beat, but he couldn't get it past him. Well, he had the defense beat. I'll put it like that. Turnover at the blue line. Buffalo snuffed out by Kuznetsov. 6 seconds left. Carlson. One more shot. In front. Rebound and stopped by Tokarski, and we are going to a shootout. Wow, you could not get a whole lot closer than that. So Kuznetsov with a shot that goes off at Tokarski. I'm sorry, Carlson with a shot that goes off at Tokarski. Ovechkin is momentarily has it there kind of with a wide open net, but he can't get it through. Tokarski makes a save on it, and we have got a shootout. Wow, good game. Real good game. All right, I tell you what, let's take one more break. We'll be back in about 60 seconds with the shootout, Caps, and all right, here we go. Shootout is getting ready to start. The Caps won their last shootout in Carolina against the Hurricanes, trying to get this one tonight and break a 2-game losing streak. I guess technically they have, because it would be an overtime loss. Doesn't count quite the same. Thompson, first shot for Buffalo. In, and he scores. I thought Samsonov saved it for a second there. So Tace Thompson with a little redirect there at the end. And the Sabres take an early 1-0 lead in the shootout. Backstrom now. Try to tie it up for the Caps. And he misses. So through the first round, Buffalo leads at 1-0. So Alex Tuck was going to shoot, but looks like he's got a skate problem. And so he can't. So that's going to bring out Casey Middlestat instead. Or is it? Well, they're saying that Alex Tuck's blade needs to be replaced. And no, it is going to be Middlestat taking the second one. All right, to take a commanding 2-0 lead for the Sabres, here's Kerry Middlestat. And Samsonov makes the save, keeps him in it. So Casey Middlestat not able to give him a 2-0 lead. Now the Capitals will try and tie it up. Yeah, Samsonov just stayed with him. Gave him no place to go. Yevgeny Kuznetsov here with shot number 2 for the Caps. They trail 1-0 here. Kuznetsov. And fakes him out and scores. Well, Kuznetsov was just kind of toying with Tokarski there. He almost came to a dead stop. And which does not surprise me when you consider Tokarski had to be thinking about that last shot there in the third period when Kuznetsov almost beat him. Look, if you're getting Kuznetsov, when he's good, he is one of the best players in the game. There's no doubt about that. And as Alex Tuck misses shot number 3 for the Sabres, the Capitals, their deep playoff run this year is going to be predicated a lot on how Evgeny Kuznetsov plays. But right now, Alex Ovechkin is trying to win this game in the shootout, and he has a chance right here. Ovechkin scores, beats Tokarski, and the Capitals win this one in overtime 4-3 as the Great 8 slams the door on it. Caps get out of Buffalo with a 4-3 win in a game where they outshot the Sabres the entire game. It takes them an extra period and a little bit of a shootout, but they are able to get the win 4-3 in the shootout tonight. Good game, real good game. Caps back on the ice tomorrow night in New Jersey against the Devils. That's going to do it for us. Again, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like on this one, and join us again tomorrow night. I don't know what the schedule is tomorrow night, but right here, the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube channel, we will have another live watch-along 2 for you tomorrow night. Again, the final from Buffalo. Capitals win it 4-3. So long, everybody.